A very good morning to you. Welcome to KTN Midmorning. My name is Koi. Now, accessorizing properly can sometimes be a bit difficult, but it's essential if you want to stand out from the crowd. Now, the problem usually comes in when everyone is wearing something very similar to you. Now, one way to be completely unique is to source for handcrafted items like the ones Bridgett makes, and she's coming up next.
I was born with this talent. I release new trends every weekly. If maybe I'm watching a movie, or I'm walking towards a beach, or maybe when I'm sleeping I get inspired, I'll just wake up, draw it, and then tomorrow in the morning I'll wake up and work on it. I don't have specific people who should wear the jewelry. I have jewelry for the young, the old, the middle class, the low class. I want everyone to have a chance of wearing this great jewelry. This is something I was given with God, and I want everyone to have a chance to look good. Like now, there's a trend for long earrings. Jewelry making is my bread and butter because that's what I pay my bills with, and people have been able to appreciate it with time, and I'm happy. I don't work alone. I work with a number of three. I have my friend who's in school. She couldn't make it today. Yeah, and I have my manager who helped me with marketing and get for me all the connections I need. And my guy helped me with handwork when I need to do the beadwork and supplying stuff. Yeah. The challenges is cash flow. You know, you really want to do something new, and if you don't have the cash, you cannot be able to do something new. For me, during the Nairobi market is I'll have new stock. I'll have new stuff from what I had last time. I love the way they do their marketing, the way they are psyched up for this event. It's just because they do their work well. That's one of the exhibitions that's just the best. My model today is dressed in grey and black, so silver would go very well with the outfit because it's also a casual day. So that's the perfect outfit for the day, for a casual look. On a night out, you're not supposed to wear too much jewelry so that you don't look like there's a lot going on, because you're going to dance and you're going to be jumpy. So this is the jewelry we recommend for the night. Just some nice long earrings and a piece of ring. This nice piece of ring, so that when the lights, the dim lights come and the dim lights go, they can really be seen and they come out nicely. Wow, they are nice. For a formal day, when you're going for a meeting, these are the perfect jewelry to wear because they are reserved, and they are just polite. I do not have a favorite piece. I love all this. I love if I start saying about one piece or two, I will choose all of them. And I'm always, when I'm making a piece, I'm always feeling it, because I normally don't make when I don't have psych. And someone cannot force me to do, like, please make for me an earring now when I don't have psych. I must be psyched up to do it. So all of these, I made them when I was full of psych, and I love all of them. They're all my favorite pieces. I'm mobile for now. Just like a few, like 2 months to come, I'll have a place. I'll have a place, an avenue where people can come and see stuff. I decided to work with metal beads, wooden beads, and all that, and raw materials, because you see, gold has been used before, and I'm doing my stuff derived from totally an African point of view. So I had to maintain that, yeah. And I just love working with that because it has never disappointed me. Gold has been used before, diamond has been used. You know, you want to have your piece and keep it. So that's what I was considering when I started using the metal and the beads. A client can get my jewelry on Facebook, my page, and they can also get my jewelry on Twitter. And they can always call my business number. There'll always be someone there to pick and get their orders, yeah. When you see this piece and you're like, oh my God, I love it. It just makes me feel, gives me psych for tomorrow, give me psych to continue with this work. And it makes the way women wear, and they feel like if I wear this, I'll be appreciated, my esteem will go up, and it feels so good. It makes me feel so happy.
According to statistics, 50% of modern marriages actually end within the first year. Now, forgotten victims of divorce are obviously the children, and some, especially the younger ones, sometimes think that it's their fault that their parents are getting divorced. How do you talk to your kids when it's time to call it quits? Let's find out on Ties That Bind.
Divorces are never an easy thing, and it's unfortunate they are on the increase, and there are many factors that are contributing to the tensions that we are seeing in marriages today. Unfortunately, a lot of people are rushing into marriage without proper preparation for this wonderful institution. The excitement to come and explore and this utopian expectation people have of marriage is partly to blame for a lot of the false expectations people walk into in marriage. There are many other factors. We forget that these are two individuals that come together from two different backgrounds. It's never easy to merge them together, for them to be able to sing in one tune. It takes time. Personally, my own opinion has always been that as much as divorce is a solution that people seek, in my opinion, it is never the best way to go. And I always encourage a couple that even now, even if you're in this situation, if you're at this point listening to me, and you're at the point of thinking of divorce, I ask you to probably get in touch with me, and I could give you a second opinion, just like we do in medical situations. You have a situation, you see a doctor gives you an opinion, and somebody tells you, why don't you seek a second one? I would encourage you, why don't you give me a chance to give you a second opinion of people I know who are experts in these areas, who can help you and see whether we can salvage this issue. Because I always say divorce, to be honest, many times, as difficult as it is, and I know many times a couple have gone through many issues, because what goes on in a home between spouses, we can never know. We have no idea the difficulties they've gone through. So there's no way I can judge them. But all I'm speaking about here is generally, and asking that, is there a way that we can give it a chance, first and foremost? I think the other thing that you realize that the biggest people, the people who suffer the most out of divorces definitely are the children. I mean, it doesn't matter how you explain it and try and diffuse this aspect that it's not their fault. Because I have, again, personal experiences right now of people who choose to separate or to go separate ways. Their children now are suffering big time. Why? Because the children will always feel like they participated. They are the reason why the parents have left. So it's never going to be easy. So that's why I say you are the adults, the two of you. You can make it up. You can find ways to work out this thing. It is very possible. Because this institution was not created for it to be a temporal institution. No. It was created for a man and woman to live through it. Till life, till death do them part. And of course, whoever instituted this union of man and woman to live together for life knew there will be hurdles, of course. But those hurdles were not meant for us to find then quick ways of escaping out of this union. No. That even in that union, there are mechanisms to be able to sort out those issues. And even in those difficulties a marriage goes through, those difficulties are actually opportunities for you as a spouse to grow closer to each other. And therefore, sometimes what happens is that in marriage, once people start focusing on themselves, their defects become magnified. And this is one of the main problems we have today in marriage. Marriages that are not founded well on God, on the person who authored and created marriage, therefore then become founded on each other. And then your defects become magnified. And before you know it, you don't see any other alternative other than stepping out. It doesn't help right now that the noise around and the fashion is actually for people to choose easier ways out. Remember, when we choose easier ways out, we are teaching our young people the culture of non-commitment. That's what we are teaching them. And they will be the same way. They will go to the workplaces, they will never be committed to their works. They will not be committed to their employers, to their companies. We are creating a culture where we find easy ways out of anything. Oh yeah, if you get a baby, use this thing and remove the baby. Quick. We don't deal with the underlying factors. But we are quick to give people solutions. We tell young people, yeah, use condoms. You have children, be promiscuous. Have sex everywhere, left, right, and center. But we'll give you something to remove the consequences of your acts. But nobody is telling these young people the consequences and the scars that are left once people perform these acts. In the same with marriage. And even if you divorce that person, I can assure you, you're not going to get an angel in the next one you will marry. You will not get an angel. We always think that there is a better one out there. No. We make the marriages ourselves. My father-in-law gave me an anecdote or an analogy I'd like to use that will explain this to anyone who's contemplating divorce right now. And my father-in-law told me, marriage is like putting your hand in a hole. And you don't know what you'll bring out. You probably might come out with gold. You might come out with a snake. You might come out with cow dung. Anything. But the difference is what you do with what you're holding. Because a person can come out with gold but doesn't do anything with it, doesn't trade with it, just lies there and looks at it and admires it. What good is it staying there under your pillow? But another person could come out with cow dung and look at it and see an opportunity for business, transform it and start a company for composite manure and become a very rich man. The same thing in marriage. When you get married, you're sticking your hand out, you're sticking your hand in there, you don't know what will come out. That person you choose to marry, it's up to you to make them what they are meant to be. Each of us has a beauty within us. Even now when you're struggling and seeing only the negative, there's a lot of good. If you just sit back, in fact a couple contemplating divorce, I want them to do a little exercise. Sit down and remember how you met. Remember the things that attracted you to each other. Do that little exercise. Think of the things and talk about what do you like in each other. Spend some time talking about that. See how that rekindles the love and the romance that was once in there. But divorce, as I encourage you, is never the solution.
deciding you want to stand out from the crowd means that you have to accessorize. Purchase bright and colorful items that make you look the best, and go for personal handcrafted items that are unique. Midmorning at standupmedia.co.ke is our online address. If you want to go to Facebook, you can do that. The name of the page is KTN Midmorning. My name is Koi. I have been your host for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.